Hello everyone, in this part 5th of indefinite integrals, we will understand some important integrals involving trigonometric functions, and also we will do the integration using trigonometric identities. So let's start with this part. Look at this thing. Till now whatever formulas we read, in that formulas these terms were not coming. So now question arises, integration of tan x is equals to log sec x plus c. Why? For every formula whatever I mentioned here, there is a reason. This formula were not in starting because it is derived using the substitution method. So look at this thing. If I have to find out integration of tan x dx, now first of all I'll write down integration of tan x means sin x upon cos x dx. Now I'll let cos x is equals to t. It means minus sin x dx is equals to dt. It means sin x dx is equals to minus dt. It means minus dt upon t. I is equals to minus log t. Now minus log t means I is equals to minus log, what is t? T is, we have cos x, and this is plus c plus c. Now we have the identity for n log m. What is this? Log m raised to power n. So what this become? This become log integration of 1 upon cos x according to that one plus c. Therefore I is equals to log sec x plus c. So this is the reason behind this thing, that this formulas we will calculate on the basis of substitution method, and because of this in starting these formulas were not there. So on the basis of this explanation, you can do the proof of other one also. Integration of cot x is equals to log sin x plus c. Integration of sec x dx is equals to log sec x plus tan x plus c. Integration of cosec x dx is equals to log cosec x minus cot x plus c. So we have to include this 4 formulas also, whatever formulas we have learned. Now on the basis or using these formulas and using the trigonometric identities, how will we solve the questions? That is known as the integration using trigonometric identities. There were 2 identities which are very important. I am writing that 2 identities, as we know that cos square x is equals to 1 plus cos 2x upon 2, and sin square x is equals to, what is this thing, 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. And we know very well, if this is cos square x by 2, then this become 1 plus cos x. Reason is very simple. If this is x, this is 2x. If this is x by 2, this will be x. So these identities we were using, except this we were using also 2 sin a cos b is equals to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. 2 sin a sin b is equals to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. So like that we were using all the identities, and now we have to use that identities to do the integration, because without using it is not possible to do the integration. So as one more identity, sin 3 theta is equals to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. So that identities plus the better use of substitution, we can solve these questions. So let's start with the solutions of these questions, and we have to use the identities also. Now look at this thing. In question number 1, a part is we have integration of cos x. So integration of cos square x dx. First of all, we will consider this is equals to I. Now look at this thing, cos square x we don't know directly. That is why we will write down according to identity 1 plus cos 2x upon 2 dx. Now I is equals to 1 upon 2 common, integration of 1 plus cos 2x dx. Now we will do the separate integration. Integration of 1 is x. Integration of cos 2x is, what is this, plus sin 2x upon 2, and this is plus c, and this is the answer. Why we are taking 2x upon 2? Because we have 2x, and in integration if we are doing directly, then whatever the coefficient, that will come in division only. Now look at this thing, b part. In b part, I is equals to integration of sin cube x dx. Now this question we can do by two methods. One method is this thing, we will directly put identity sin 3x is equals to 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. Otherwise another method is this thing, we can write down this is sin square x into sin x dx. Now sin square means integration of 1 minus cos square x sin x dx. Now we will put let cos x is equals to t. It means minus sin x dx. It means sin x dx is equals to minus dt. It means I is equals to integration of minus 1 minus t square dt. Now do the integration minus what is the integration of 1t? What is the integration of t square? T cube upon 3. And what is this? Plus c. It means I is equals to cos cube x upon 3 minus cos x and plus c. And this is the answer. And in this way we can do other questions also. Now next part is C part. In this C part we have I is equals to integration of sin x minus a upon sin x dx. Now first of all we will open this identity. Sin a minus b means sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. It means cos x sin x upon what is this sin x, and this is dx. Now I is equals to integration of cos a because sin cancel out, and then minus cot x. This is sin a and dx. Now what is the integration of cos a? This is constant term. It means this become x cos a. Sin a is constant. What is the integration of cot x? Integration of cot x is log sin x plus c. So this is the answer of this part. Now look at this thing. We have another part, D part. In this D part, we have I is equals to, this part is very important. In this part, whatever we are doing related to this, three more parts are there. Now look at this thing. In this part, what is the special quality? When we have both sine or both cos, then we have to form in the formation of sin a minus b. But if one sine one cos or one cos one sine, then we have to form in the form of cos a minus b. So how will we do? These two steps you have to remember. If both sine and both cos, then we have to multiply and divide by sin a minus b, because here we have a, here we have b. And if both are, one is sine, one is cos, or one is cos, another is sine, then we have to multiply and divide by cos a minus b. This is the basic rule to do this question. So look at this thing, 1 upon sin a minus b, we are multiplying by this, and sin a minus b we are dividing and multiplying by sin a minus b. This is sin x minus a. What is this? Sin x minus b, and this is dx. Now we are going to write down in the form of sin a minus b and including x also in numerator. How will we write? We can write down sin x minus b minus x minus a. Now look at this thing. Once we will solve this thing, we will get this part only, whatever we have sin a minus b. Now look at this thing. This in denominator we have sin x minus a, sin x minus b, and this is dx. Now one step I am losing here, but in exam you have to show this thing. I am writing here directly. Here I'll open the identity sin a cos b, because sin a minus b. So sin a cos b, it means sin x minus b cancel out, and cos x minus a upon sin x minus a, this become cot x minus a. Now sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, it means cos x minus b, and sin x minus a cancel out. It means this become minus cot x minus b, and this is dx. Now we have to do the integration 1 upon sin a minus b. What is the integration of cot x? Integration of cot x is log sin x. It means log sin x minus a, and what is this? Minus log sin x minus b, and plus c. This is the part of integration. Now I is equals to 1 upon sin x a minus b. We know very well log m minus log n. What is this? Log m upon n. Therefore this is sin x minus a upon sine x minus b and plus c. And this is the answer for this part. So this is the very important part. Related to this, there are 3 more questions. You have to do the practice of that 3 questions also. Now let's do the E part, which is on the basis of this identity. Like we did this thing, 2 sine a cos b. What is this? Sine a plus b plus sine a minus b, because this 3 cos 2x, cos 4x and cos 6x are in multiplication. Now look at this thing in E part. For this, first of all, we will divide by 2 and we will select any 2 part. 2 cos 6x and cos 2x, we are selecting this part, and into cos 4x, because in this part we are going to apply the identity 2 cos a cos b. What is the identity of 2 cos a cos b? Identity is cos a plus b. It means cos 8x plus cos a minus b. It means what this become? Cos 4x, and this is cos 4x dx. Now I is equals to 1 upon 2 integration of cos 8x cos 4x plus cos 4 square x cos square 4x, and this is dx. Now again look at this thing, multiply by 2 and divide by 2, this become 4 integration of 2 cos 8x cos 4x, and this is 2 cos square 4x. This is the part dx. I is equals to 1 upon 4. Here we will again apply the identity 2 cos a cos b. What is this? Cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. It means cos 4x, and here 2 cos square theta. 2 cos square x is equals to 1 plus cos 2x. It means this become 1 plus cos 8x dx. Now we will do the integration 1 upon 4. What is the integration of cos 12x? Minus sine 12x upon 12. What is the integration of this? Minus sine 4x. Sorry, plus. What is the integration of this? Positive only. Sine 4x upon 4 plus x, and what is this? Plus sine 8x upon 8, and this is plus c. This is the answer for this part. One more thing, if you want to do, you can do the simplification also. Take the LCM. Otherwise, if you are living in this portion only, no problem. So this is the way to do the solution. On the basis of this thing, do the practice of other questions related to this, and don't forget to give the answer of this question in comment box. Thanks and God bless you.